broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening. I'd like to call to order the Monday, October 6, 2025 meeting of the Education Advisory Board of the Village of Royal Palm Beach to order. I'd like to ask you to join me with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Chairman Sergio Herrera.
Present.
Wilson. Jennifer Sullivan.
Here.
Nancy Panay.
Here.
Nancy Rios.
Present.
Tanya Small.
Present.
Carla Gonzalez de Leon. And Mayor Jeff Amara.
Here. Before starting, I'd like everyone to join me in welcoming our special guests, the Village of Royal Palm Beach's Youth Civic Leadership members. Just a reminder, you have sign-in sheets in the back corners of the room. Please don't forget to sign in so that we can mark your attendance. Thank you. And now, a presentation by Principal Dr. Robinson of Royal Palm Beach Community High School.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Okay, so tonight I will present for Royal Palm Beach our 2025 Educational Advisory Board presentation. So first up, we always want to start with our mission and our vision of Royal Palm Beach High School. And our mission is dedicated to meeting the holistic needs of our students. That's been our mission for quite some time, and we still believe that a safe, respectful, socially just environment, rigorous academics with personalized learning, and a variety of extracurricular activities will always be our core values, and that is really what drives all of our decision-making at Royal Palm Beach High School. So first, we're going to just jump into our school profile and our academic programs. So as last year, we kind of shared our enrollment. This year, our ninth grade enrollment is up. We're at 569 ninth graders, so we are growing. Our 10th grade class is at 529, which was our smaller ninth grade class last year. Our 11th grade class is at 567 students, and our senior class is at 595 students. So this year, our total enrollment is 2,260 students, and that we are only down by 23 students from last year. So we're really proud that we were able to maintain our enrollment in a time where a lot of schools are losing students. So we're proud that we're actually retaining our students at Royal Palm Beach High School. Our instructional staff members, we have 141 instructional staff members. We have 2 vacancies, one of them being in English 11th and 12th grade, and then a science 9th through 12th grade. For our teachers and experience and how they're paired with our students, our teachers that are 0 to 3 years of teaching experience, we have 20% of our staff members are 0 to 3 years. 4 to 7 years is 16% of our staff members, and 7 years or more is 64% of our staff members. So I'm proud that we have a very seasoned and veteran staff on our campus. Now, last year we kind of shared about the courses that we offer. Not a lot has changed. We still have 35 college courses. This year, instead of offering the dual enrollment courses after school, we're now offering them during the instructional day with 2 sections of dual enrollment for our students to enroll in during the academic school day. We have 54 honors classes, 11 academic electives, 24 vocational and career technical education courses, 31 performing arts courses, and then we also have our special education transition program at our high school as well. And this is just a list of all of the courses that we offer. As you can see, our ACE in Cambridge is still leading the way. The majority of our accelerated and college courses are our ACE and Cambridge courses. We're always looking to grow our AP course offerings, so we are looking forward to adding some new AP courses in the upcoming school year. And our IB courses have pretty much sustained themselves from last year. And with our career and choice programs, we still have our same programs. Our ROTC has grown. We are at 131 cadets, so we are looking at bringing on a second instructor for the upcoming school year. Our HVAC program, we are still working with the Ed Foundation, where we are still receiving our grant funds to enhance our HVAC program. We still have our IB program, DECA, our medical sciences program, and our STEM Academy. So going into our student achievement. So last year when we were here, we talked about our journey to 15, where we were going for our 15 points so that we can regain our B. So if we kind of look at the trend over the years, in 2023, we were at 349 total points. That was the year where we did not have learning gains for high school. 2024, we were at 555 points. We were just shy of earning that B in 2024. Last year, we came in at 592 points, so we exceeded our 15-point goal, and we actually earned our B with 592 points. So at the bottom, everywhere where you see green is where we had a gain last school year. We did have a small dip in our overall learning gains for ELA. We dropped 3 points in that accountability cell. But overall, we were very proud of our students and our teachers with all of their accomplishments for last school year. So, and then just some other academic achievements that don't always show when we look at our data. We always see how our students are doing in reading, math, social studies, but we don't really see what goes on in our accelerated coursework. So I did want to share that our ACE diploma recipients increased from 39% to 52% from school year 24 to 25. Our ACE diploma recipients, we went from 78%, or IB, I'm sorry, 78% to 80%. And Royal Palm Beach, for the first time, was ranked #1 in Palm Beach County for the percentage of IB diplomas earned for the class of 2025. So very proud of that accomplishment. And for our industry certifications, we actually increased double digits. And of course, that is pending the state's final release of our acceleration. But we are looking at our acceleration going from 59% to 72% for the last school year. So that was a huge increase for our industry certifications and our accelerations as well. So where does that leave us for this year? So right now, we are the only school in the village that is a B school, but we are proud of our B, but we're definitely trying to get to that A. So we always do our numbers, and I told my students I couldn't come up with a catchy phrase for 58 points, but I do need them to know that we need 58 points in order to get to that A. So last year, we had 592 points. And of course, the state has changed that sliding scale for us at the high school level. So now we need 650 points, or 65%, in order to earn an A. So that means we need our 58 points. Here's our 650. So then we brainstorm, and how do we get there? So what we did was we looked at our accountability for last school year, where we were in each cell. And we strategically went through to see where we can really capitalize on the improvement for this year. We stayed standard across the board at 5 points, but in certain accountability cells where we felt like we were low and we definitely needed to bump up a little bit and push our teachers and our students, we went a little bit higher. So if you notice, for our learning gains for algebra, we really feel like we should be in the 50s or higher. But we set our goal at 55%. For our learning gains, for our lowest 25%, we're really aiming for 65%. Bio, the goal is 70%. For our U.S. history, our goal is 80%. And this is a goal that was set by my teachers. I told them I was a little shocked when they said, no, change it from 75 to 80. So our U.S. history teachers said that they will get to 80% this year. Our graduation rate, we predict will be at 97%, but to be on the safe side, we just went down to 60 or 96%. And then our acceleration, we kind of have done our calculations about 10 or 12 times. So we are pretty confident that we're at 72% for our acceleration. So with just the last two accountability cells, we're already up by 13 points. We'll see where we come in at graduation. So that leaves us with another 45 points that we need to gain. So we're hoping we gain those 45 points in these academic areas. So when we count up everything in the yellow, that is 69 points. So we have a nice cushion for our school grade for next year. So how are we going to make sure that we make it to the A? We've already started some implemented targeted interventions for our at-risk students. Sometimes we start those tutoring services and pullouts in March. But this year we have already started that. So our reading coach and our math coach, they're already working with those students who are our bubble students so that we can go ahead and move them. We're also doing things like as our juniors and seniors pass and they come out of reading, we're making our 9th and 10th grade reading classes much smaller so that those teachers can provide more one-on-one support with those students. We're going to always continue to increase access to our accelerated coursework. We believe that the more we immerse students in accelerated coursework, by nature, they perform better academically. So we will definitely continue to do that. We're looking at making sure we provide professional development for our teachers through faculty meetings. So we've transitioned from just having faculty meetings where we're providing information that we can send via email. So now every faculty meeting is PD-based. Our last faculty meeting, we brought in district support to work with our teachers on Commigo and how they can really utilize Commigo to improve the instruction in their classroom and teach students how to use AI properly. So we're really excited. We have a big Commigo challenge that started today. I think we have about 600 kids that have logged into our Commigo classrooms. And at our administrative level, we're going to utilize Commigo to engage our students as well. We are also increasing student engagement through our clubs, athletics, and leadership opportunities, which we'll share tonight. And then we're working to strengthen our communication with our parents. And we're doing that by front-loading a lot of our parent meetings instead of waiting until March or April. We're doing all of our parent meetings in the first semester and making sure we have ongoing meetings with our parents after school so that they know how to better support their students. Our administrative team is working to establish regular progress monitoring and data analysis with teachers as well as with our students. And then we're definitely making sure that we retain our highly qualified teachers by making sure we support them throughout the school year. Now, we've talked a little bit about academics, but just moving on to our student life and our clubs and our organizations and what we offer our students outside of the classroom. So we have a huge list of clubs and organizations I've shared here. One thing we do is we always want to make sure every student is involved. So if students come to us and they want to start a club or an organization, we always tell them to make sure you find a sponsor. So whenever they find a sponsor, they give us their proposal. We always give them that opportunity to start those clubs and organizations. And again, that's just another way to make sure our students are involved and they feel like they're a part of the campus. And then we have our sports that we offer on campus. We have a comprehensive sports program. We offer all of the sports that any traditional high school offers. We're also proud of what we do through our PBIS initiative. We are always on a positive pathway at Royal Palm Beach High School. So for the 2024 school year, we were a gold school. And then for 2025, we again are a gold school, so we're proud of that. Overall, when we looked at our data at the beginning of the school year, we had a 42% decrease in classroom referrals. 28% decrease in total discipline referrals, and then a 17% decrease in our level 1 referrals. So the positive things that we're doing on campus are actually helping. Our students are behaving better, they're following school-wide expectations, and one of the big reasons is because they love the Royal Market. So Royal Market pops up once a month, twice. If they are really, we have a lot of PBIS points and they want to spend them. So they get to go to our Royal Market, they buy their favorite candy and snacks. They're not happy with Ms. Barone this year because she went up on some of the prices. So instead of needing 5 PBS points, they need 10 for chips, and we hear about that all the time. So we're working on trying to decrease our prices at the Royal Market. And then here, just in addition to just focusing on sports and Royal Market and how we engage our students, we also want to make sure our campus is welcoming and inviting when our students come to school every day. And we do have an older campus, so we are working hard to just provide enhancements in small phases. So I do want to thank Mike Goldstein and his team for supplying us with the new digital signage throughout the campus. So in all of our main areas, now if you enter the main office, you'll see that we have a 75-inch, this is a digital TV. We can actually use it as a computer, but we're using it for digital signage and for our announcements throughout the school. So we've networked all of our announcements on one panel, and in all of our offices, the students see the same announcements. So that's how we recognize our Student of the Month, our students who are earning our PBIS points, our Character Now students, anything that's happening on campus. The kids love it, the teachers love it. Now my media specialist wants one in the media center. So we're trying to make that happen. Student services last year, for whatever reason, some of the kids love to go to student services during lunch to have quiet time and to work. So we have created our little, we call it our Starbucks area, where the kids can charge their laptops. Some of them go in and do homework. They watch their announcements. They have their calming area. So that has really become a hot spot on campus. Sometimes we have to limit the number of students that are there, but they know that they can go to their Starbucks area during lunch if they just want downtime. And this is just some other signage that we've put up around the campus as well. And then these are just some pictures of our students in the community. Today we had our ROTC annual military review. Again, I want to thank our mayor for attending and signing off on their military inspection. It was a great event that was attended by our parents. One of our cadets won an e-bike for being Cadet of the Month from our ROTC program. We also have our medical students who were able to attend a luncheon on Saturday with Mrs. Andrews, which I heard they really enjoyed. So a lot of great things happening. Our medical students showcasing their new medical equipment that we purchased for them this year. And then this young man here in the corner, I told them today I was emotional because this is the last time that my son will do a military inspection. So this was his last inspection for his high school career. So just a lot of things that are happening with our students on campus. So now kind of jumping into what's new. So our biggest new initiative, which was, I got a text message from the mayor. It's like, hey, can I come meet with you? Can I meet with you about something we want to start at the school? And I was like, sure. Didn't really know a lot about the program, but I was like, sure, whatever gets the kids involved, we're all for it. So I met with Mayor Hamera and our village manager, Ray, in the back. And we kind of talked about their goal, which was to incorporate the village into the high school and bring the high school students into the village. So what we are doing is spearheading the Village of Royal Palm Beach Youth Civic Leadership Program, where we have a group of 37 students who will be working with City Manager Ray Liggins and our mayor on just learning all the inner workings of the Village of Royal Palm Beach. They are required to attend, I think it's 6 meetings throughout the school year, so they have their choice of which 6 meetings they will attend. And then throughout those meetings, they'll learn about how we develop the projects in the Village of Royal Palm Beach. I think they go to Parks and Recs. They have like 6 meetings, 4 sets of meetings, and they choose the meetings that they want to attend. Some meetings they can join virtually. Some meetings they can join in person. I did encourage all of them to join in person tonight, just so the village has an opportunity to see who they are. So at this time, I'm actually going to turn it over to our first group of students for the Royal Palm Beach Youth Civic Leadership Program. And some of them will share out as to why they wanted to join the program and how they think it will benefit them. So come on up. Don't be shy. You all can come up. You can all come up at once so they can see who you are. Come on. Yeah, they want to take you. And then when you get ready to speak,
Yeah, you all want to stand up, and that way we can all get in the picture. Everybody be nice to Mr. Erkis. He is a reporter from the Town Crier. I know I try to be nice to him.
so my 3 who are speaking, you all can, yeah, you just right here where I was speaking. So just my 3 and then everyone else.
Good evening, everyone.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Alexander Orbick. I would first like to start off with saying that I'm very honored to have this opportunity with the Village of Royal Palm Beach and Royal Palm Beach Community High School. I joined this program to get involved with my local community and to gain experience in the fields of law and government. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Good evening, all. My name is Mackenzie Williams. So, I originally joined the Youth Civic Leadership Program to number 1, get more involved in my community, but also to branch out more and learn the history and see how the impact of today's changes and our past within Royal Palm Beach can forever grow, and how this can continue into something larger and become a traditional offer. And I'm really interested, so thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Vieta. One of the biggest reasons why I wanted to join this program was not only was it having a program that actually introduced youth here, we get to interact with more of the local government, which I know is one of the main purposes of the program, but also it helps teach us more of what you all do behind the scenes, the stuff we don't get to see. And it's something that's very impactful, and it's something that I hope the future students of Royal Palm Beach High do take advantage of.
Hi, good evening. My name is Shanice Dennis. When someone says, do you want to be a leader? Sometimes it feels a little overwhelming, but at the end of the day, you just have to step up and do it. And I'm just so honored that I'm getting the opportunity, and Dr. Robinson has given it to us to just be able to step up and show our assets and our responsibilities and what we could really do. And thank you for listening.
Thank Thank you all. And again, we're really excited for this program. I'm really excited to see what the students will learn from this program and how it will help them grow into productive citizens. So I think that is all I have for you all tonight. I don't know if you all have any questions for me.
Of course we do.
Of course.
Thank you very much, Dr. Robinson, and inaugural class of the Youth Civic Leadership. I wish I had this growing up a long, long time ago. It would have exposed me to a bunch of the behind-the-scenes things that were going on within our community. And I share our mayor's vision in really encouraging our youth to become more involved. An involved youth really makes for a strong future in Royal Palm Beach, in our village. And I sincerely appreciate the mayor's initiative in making this happen. Dr. Robinson, thank you very much for sharing your faculty's ambitious goals. I think you guys can do it.
Thank you.
We think that you guys can do it, and we do wish you plenty of success, and we invite you to ask us, the Education Advisory Board, for anything if you guys need it. We'll be more than happy to help. Does anybody else have any questions or anything to add?
Good evening. Thank you for that great presentation, and congratulations on your B and your plan for the future. I actually have a question for some of the folks in the room. Part of the role of the Education Advisory Board is to administer the Village of Royal Palm Beach's scholarship program, and obviously with it's open to high school seniors, and I'm looking forward to seeing lots of applications from the youth leadership program. But I just wondered, the number of applications has varied year by year, so I just wondered if there was any advice that you could give us as the Education Advisory Board to get more high school seniors, specifically from Royal Palm Beach High School, to apply for the village scholarships.
Okay. Good question. One thing we're working on is in the past, we've used just a Google Classroom to share with students the scholarship opportunities. Sometimes those mediums are not always the most effective ways. So as I stated, we're having our parent meetings a lot earlier. So in those parent meetings, we're going over all of our scholarship opportunities. So I've already started sharing with the parents the scholarships that the village does offer. And we're also this year going to start calling the seniors in who qualify for certain scholarships and guiding them through that process to submit the application. What we're starting to see is a lot of students are hesitant to submit their essays because they're not real confident. And they wait until the last minute, they don't have enough time, and then they're just discouraged and they don't submit the essays. So we're going to work with them much earlier so that we can guide them through the process. Shanice, who just spoke, actually, I have a little booking link, and every now and then the students read my emails and they book appointments with me. It's really for the teachers, but I never turn them away when they book their appointments. And her appointment was for graduation. And in our conversation, one thing that she said was she wants me to read her essay because she wasn't very confident with what she was going to submit for her application process. So we kind of talked about, well, she brought a hard copy, but it was her only hard copy. So I said, well, Shanice, this is a learning lesson. Email me what you want me to read or bring 2 copies. So you keep one, I keep one. So I'm waiting on her email so we can start looking over her essay. But it's just little things. A lot of them, they don't understand the process and they don't always pay attention to deadlines. So although they're seniors and we think that they're really independent, we still have to guide them through that process. So that's what we plan to do this year, is be more hands-on with them during that scholarship process. You're welcome.
Dr. Robinson, excuse my ignorance, but I know with technology, and I'm a parent of an elementary school student, so I get bombarded with tons of technology. Plus, with my job, I get lots of technology and everything kind of thrown my way. Sometimes I really need like a sign in front of me to really remind me. Is there any way of maybe broadcasting the scholarship on your marquee, lovely marquee that you have out, digital marquee. I know that traffic is a problem in the village, but I feel like if that's a problem, people are waiting around in traffic and they see scholarship and free $1,000, I think as a parent, I'd probably look into it a little bit more. So if you don't mind, or if there's anything the village could do to put it up on their marquee as we commute back and forth, going home and whatnot. I know that I'm not on my phone when I'm stopped in traffic, and I'm looking out up. I know that a big old sign saying that I can get $1,000 for my kid would probably be a little bit impactful. So
Okay. Yes, we'll definitely look into that option.
questions, anyone?
I do want to
Yes, sir.
just follow up on a couple of things. First of all, today's pass and review and annual inspection of the Navy Junior ROTC was absolutely fantastic. And I have seen a lot of very quality military parades, and they were right up there near the top today. They got a little work to do on a few things. So here's a hint. Listen to the beat of the music. Don't listen to your feet hitting the floor. Okay, there you go. That's a free one. It was great. They did a fantastic job just showing exactly how this program has progressed so well at the school. They're at 132 cadets right now, I think. 131. And so for those of you all who are members of the Navy Junior ROTC, Royal Palm Beach High School, would you all stand up for a second? All right, let's give them a round of applause. So what these ladies and gentlemen are involved in is growing as leaders, as complete people. They're not only academically qualified, but they are leadership qualified as well. Just look at their ribbons. I'm actually envious. They have more ribbons than I do. But at the end of the day, that's a lot of self-confidence. That's a lot of character that's being built right now through that program at Royal Palm Beach, and it's part of the whole student approach that takes place at Royal Palm Beach High School, and I'm so proud of you guys, and thank you so much. By the way, so Wednesday is my birthday. They had a birthday cake for me today. That was, I guess, what they felt they do for me since I showed up in uniform this morning at 9:30. And see, I remember the military time. But I do appreciate, I certainly appreciate that, and I appreciate what you guys are doing, and I don't see Chief Sandoval here tonight, but he is clearly a key to this entire success story for the Navy Junior ROTC program at Royal Palm Beach High School. Thank you all so much. And I do want to mention one thing. So in conversation, eating some of that cake, I had a young man come out to me. He was a cadet, and he said, I actually don't live in Royal Palm Beach, but I came to Royal Palm Beach High School to go to the Navy Junior ROTC program. That's the kind of reputation that this program is gaining. And so congratulations to all of you for making it such a huge success. Thank you. I've got one more thing I wanted to talk just briefly about, and that was, of course, the youth civic leadership program. Ray, do you want to say anything about it? Ray is really kind of the architect of the program, as well as being the city manager in his spare time, or maybe it's the other way around. So Ray and I had a conversation earlier in the year, and then of course we did with the council at our strategic planning session, and this is one of the products of that.
Yeah, this was originated from the strategic planning, where council showed an interest in wanting to get students involved in the community a little bit more, and how can we make that happen. I know a questionnaire was sent out to all the board members here and to the other boards, and we took that input, and what we were looking for is, just not another board to set up with the kids, because that could only get 5 or 6, 7 people. We wanted to influence as many as we could and introduce them to what we do here. I think, we met with over 100 students that the principal had meeting with, and all the few of the council members and the executive team introduced ourselves to them and went a little bit about what we did and everything. And what the goal here is kind of copying off the chamber leadership programs, where they take you to a different place every Friday, or was it every Friday or a Friday a month for a year? Yeah, Friday a month for the year. And introduce the future leaders of Palm Beach County to the different places in Palm Beach County. So what we thought, we got the 4 boards. So what we'll do is we'll introduce them to those boards. It's 4 meetings that they have to attend in person and 4 meetings they can attend virtually. And then there's another meeting that I'm going to host virtually before the council meeting. And that meeting, they don't have to attend, but I think they might get the most out of that meeting, because that'll be with me, and I will go over the agenda. And I do go over the agenda with all the council members individually, so this will be that same information and might give you a little bit more insight of what the council has to consider when they're making their decisions. And really the goal when we're all done is when these students go off either to work somewhere else or go to school somewhere, that they're more comfortable addressing their local government. We don't get a lot of participation in our local government at our meetings. We don't, our council meetings or, everything we do. And I don't know, sometimes you always hear, sometimes there's an intimidation factor about that. So I hope that every one of these students leave with at least a much more comfortable addressing their local governments, because that is, I think, a pretty important civic responsibility, and hopefully they leave with that. And that's it.
No, thank you. Thank you. And there is a ulterior motive in this. So Ray and I both have spent all of our lives in the public sector. And I think both of us feel that there are great jobs in the public sector. And unfortunately, they're not that visible. And so we thought, well, this would be a chance also to do a little recruiting. So we're going to be looking to inform as many of the students as we can about what we do. And we started off actually at that very first meeting by Ray had each one of the department heads come and talk about not only what they did, but also why. And I thought it was really good. It was kind of funny too, because some of the staff said, I didn't even know that about the other staff member. Very interesting. There's a lot of good that can come out of this, and I'm excited about it. I think it's a fantastic idea, and it is truly a council initiative. It really is. We're all behind it. We're excited about it, and I'm looking forward to the results. So who was my history buff? Did you mention history? One of you all came up here and talked about you were interested, right? And what's your name again? Mackenzie. Okay, well, so Mackenzie, have I got a deal for you? Not only will you get some insight into a little bit of the history of Royal Palm Beach, but if you connect up with a new club that's just started up, the Royal Palm Beach History Club, you will have an opportunity to be in on the ground floor for creating a oral history in Royal Palm Beach. So we're excited about doing that. That's a citizen initiative, and it's something we're excited about. So again, your timing is absolutely perfect. So once again, thank you to Dr. Robinson so much for all that support. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Any other questions? Comments? Thank you. And now reports from Central Region. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening.
Evening.
Always such a treat. Okay. So it's going to be quite a challenge to go after Royal Palm Beach High School and the great work with, the partnership between the village and also the students from Royal Palm, and also the speeches from the students. Well, what a treat. So very well done. But, I do come to you with some celebration as well. So tonight is really all about the village of Royal Palm and the success stories that are happening in your schools, in our schools. But before that, I would like to bring some greetings from our Superintendent Burke and also our Deputy Superintendent Jamie Wyatt. With us this evening is the Central Region team, Mrs. Wetzel and Dr. Green, which will be co-presenting with me shortly. Of course, a very supportive and dedicated board member. Of course, Ms. Andrews is here with us this evening, as well as several of our administrators that are here from the Village of Royal Palm Schools. Thank you for being here with us and always being part of the work, right? Part of our work is to be able to share the news and our story as to what's happening in the schools, and that's why I'm, again, here with you. As you know, We are rooted by our strategic plan that is our roadmap to get to where we need to be in order to continue great success for our students, which will continue until 2027. We are still working on some of these initiatives that are still in progress, but have completed many as well. And this is the great news that I bring to you. You know, just a month ago, I stood before you to say that Cypress Trails was only like one tiny little point, right, away from that A. It really boiled down to one student. And it wasn't the students. It wasn't the students' fault. It wasn't anything like that. It was all a matter of a hurricane getting in the way and us not being able to start school when we could. And so that's all it took. The very next day after I presented that evening, that actually broke my heart, the very next day, our school district received the notification from the state that they approved the appeal. The appeal that was presented by our principal, Salter, with his you know, he was just like a researcher and trying to figure out why, and found it, and appealed it, and won. And so now today I stand before you, 4 weeks later pretty much, that Cypress Trails is indeed an A school again. So congratulations. The timing was amazing, the very next morning. So it was amazing, and I know I did call, of course, Mayor Mara because of the exciting news. So here's a new update. So if you go back to the September presentation, please change that slide because that was not accurate, but this is now accurate. So in the village of Royal Palm, you have all A's and one B on its way to an A. And thank you so much, Dr. Robinson, for the amazing presentation this evening. The great work that is happening at the village of Royal Palm, it's only high school, Royal Palm Beach High School, it's amazing. And so we are very proud of that work, and I know we have full confidence that we will be able to get those straight A's for next year. So now I'm going to bring our team up here with starting with Dr. Green, our instructional superintendent for elementary schools, to share a bit of what's going on, all the great things that are happening at the elementary schools in the village.
Thank you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So I'm so excited. So can we just give Cypress Trails, first of all, another round of applause? I am so proud of the Lions over there and the leadership, Mr. Salter, as well as Ms. Hall, the assistant principal, and his team, because they work extremely hard over there. And yeah, we've waited a whole month to say, you know, just how proud we are of you. All right, so keeping it going with Cypress Trails Elementary School, they're really excited over there because 160 students celebrated at Astro Skate for completing the iReady Summer Challenge. Their next SAC meeting is on November 5th. Also at Cypress Trails Elementary School, they continue this year with their annual tradition of welcoming their new Lion families with the first Family Bingo Night House Edition. And if you can notice all of the colors that are represented there. At H.L. Johnson Elementary School, they're celebrating students and staff during Hispanic Heritage Month. HLJ's showcase will be held on October 13th, so please mark your calendars. They are also partnering with Royal Palm Beach High School Latinos in Action on October 14th, and their next SAC meeting is on October 29th. So just take a look at those photos and all of those smiling faces at H.L. Johnson Elementary School. Also at H.L. Johnson Elementary School, they are leveling up for students with perfect scores on the FAST, and also students that were selected for the district's Art Dazzle. And last but definitely not least, for our elementary schools in Royal Palm Beach, at Royal Palm Beach Elementary School, the Bobcats participated in Avoid the Summer Slide and join us on the water slide to celebrate their summer reading. Also at Royal Palm Beach Elementary School, students earn a Bobcat Golden Ticket with a substitute teacher. September's Bobcat Golden Ticket winners help substitutes make it a great day, and they would like you to mark your calendars because their next SAC meeting is October 15th. Also at Royal Palm Beach Elementary School, here's a partnership. Cypress Trails Elementary School, H.L. Johnson Elementary School, and Royal Palm Beach Elementary Schools have all partnered with the University of Florida Lassinger Center to provide 3 family literacy nights. The first event will be held at Royal Palm Beach Elementary School on October 8th at 6 o'clock p.m. So if you're not too busy, please come out and join our elementary schools as they collaborate together around literacy. And now I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Wetzel. Thank you.
Well, now you get to see all the little people growing up, right? So as we celebrate Crestwood Middle School and their recent highlights, their fall fundraiser was an extreme success at raising over $18,000. They've also had the All-Pro Dads launch meeting, attended by fathers and male caregivers. Just look at that crowd, just incredible numbers. And then Crestwood's also participated in Start With Hello Week. And if you've never been there for that, it really is just such a wonderful day of positivity. They dive into Spirit Days. They're full of fun, very inclusive, just very exciting. Crestwood had a wonderful open house with an evening of connection and collaboration. Parents learned about the courses, connected with the teachers, received resources to support learning and growth. You know, middle school isn't what it used to be about 10 or 15 years ago. It's taken on a whole new life, a whole new depth in the subject areas. Teachers engaged parents with interactive activities and did a mock school day with them as well. They do the Play for Blake Foundation for the soccer ball donation to the athletic program. The students are incredibly appreciative and grateful for the foundation's continued support. And then on to Royal Palm Beach High School. You can see their Latinos in Action is being recognized again. This time it's the Latinos in Action President, Andrea Alfonso, for receiving the Hispanic Heritage Award from the Florida Hispanic American Chamber of Commerce. And their next SAC meeting is on November 18th. And congratulations to Andrea. That was very exciting. Royal Palm Beach High School also has a wonderful medical academy, and you can see the students here in uniform practicing their IV skills. Just a little scary for me. Have their brand new training arms, which is kind of fascinating when you think about it, and be able to, that was purchased with funds earned by students that were passing their industry certification exam. So the money that the school earns goes right back into the school. And congratulations to the August Resiliency nominees. These students are recognized by teachers for demonstrating the character trait of responsibility. And on that note, any questions?
No questions, thank you.
Yes, thank you. We didn't want to feel hurt, to feel unappreciated.
No, thank goodness I made it up here. And now I'm going to introduce to you our wonderful and dedicated board member, Miss Marcia Andrews.
And good evening, Royal Palm Beach Educational Advisory Board, Chair Herrera, all of the board members, staff, and our mayor, Mr. Hamera, who is absolutely fabulous. Before I go any further, Dr. Robinson, just stand up one more time. Let's give her a big hand. The principal, the proud principal of Royal Palm Beach High School. We love you. And just looking at the school and being your board member for so many years and seeing a lot of people come and go, you have made a difference at Royal Palm Beach High School. I can tell that when I walk the walk. Walking around the school, talking to teachers, talking to students, looking at the programs, just seeing the culture has changed. And it starts with leadership. It takes the team, Lisa, all of you there to make it happen, but it's happening. When you see the grade, that's just one aspect of the life of the students, the teachers, and the staff at Royal Palm Beach High School. When I see the Civic Youth Leadership Group, you all just stand up again. You're so awesome. Stand up, stand up. You are so awesome. This is a big deal for you learning about civic leadership, coming from Royal Palm Beach High School, working with the Village of Royal Palm Beach, all of the elected officials, all of the departments, looking at the jobs and knowing it's truly all about you all and the future. Congratulations for this step that you've taken in this leadership role. Let's give them one more hand. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I want to say to Royal Palm Beach High School, you are our high school. We love you all so much. As your board member, I want to tell you, it makes me feel so proud. We were just talking about the marquee. And Mayor, you know what that marquee meant to me. And as I pass by, yes, we will put scholarship on that marquee because it means a lot when people look at our school. It looks well as you go into the school, the whole makeup of the school. You saw it on the pictures, but you need to just walk it and see it for yourself. I'm so proud of Royal Palm Beach High School. So keep up the work, students. It's truly all about you, the teachers, the staff, everybody that love our community. We love Royal Palm Beach High School. And Mr. Salter, please stand up. I was looking for you. I was looking for you. I was looking for you. And I asked Ms. Haynes, where is Mr. Salter? I kept looking around. I'm so proud of Cypress Trails Elementary School. You are awesome with what you do. You're a great leader. Your whole team there is fabulous. Your house program is fabulous. I was at Panther Run this morning, and I said, oh no, we have this at Cypress Trails Elementary School. So you know, you get it done, and this was all about what needed to happen. So I'm just so proud of you. Congratulations, and I plan to come over and celebrate with you as soon as you invite me. I want to be there.
No pressure.
Absolutely. So I want to tell the board, we've started the new year. Our superintendent sends his greetings. We're so pleased to be a part of you. It takes everybody, the entire village, to take care of our schools and our community. And this Royal Palm Beach Education Advisory Board, you have always been magnificent. So I want to thank you for all you do every single day to take care of our schools to make us great, because it is all about what you do. And when we think about our school, we're A-rated, but it takes all of the pieces of the puzzle. Being able to talk about positive behavior support, working with the parents, letting them know it's all about them and their children that they entrust to the school district of Palm Beach County to educate them to the best so that they can be successful. So our superintendent is always so pleased to be on the ground in the communities to say thank you for all of the work that you do. Now, you know, our superintendent just received his evaluation. Perfect scores from all 7 school board members. I've been around a long time, but that's a big deal. And I just want us to clap because we have a wonderful leader and Superintendent Michael Burke. We are the policymakers. We are the people who actually give him direction, but he actually is the one that supervises everything that happens in Palm Beach County, the 10th largest school district in the nation, the 5th in the state of Florida, and he received a positive, perfect evaluation from all 7 of us, and we're just so proud of him, and we grew him. It's nice when we can grow our own, just like you're talking about with the youth, civic leadership, growing your own people that live right here in your community to make a difference. It always makes a difference. So as we begin this year, we're on a good note. Our budget is balanced. That's one of the things the school board has to do, make sure that the budget is balanced. And our superintendent is a budget guru anyway, but we always have a balanced budget, about $6 billion. And most of that money goes to students and people that run the school district, our teachers, our staff, our bus drivers, cafeteria workers, everybody that's a part of that village. That's where most of that money goes. So we're always so pleased to have a balanced budget. When I talked with you last, I told you that we lost 5,500 students, but no one has lost their jobs. And we talked a little bit about how we had to make some changes and adjustments. And sometimes when people start one place, they may have to go to another place because we have to put it all together to balance everything. Well, everyone has been placed. Everyone's doing fine, and no one has lost their employment, and they're still so happy to be employed by the Palm Beach County School District to be in the classroom to take care of the students. So we're on a positive note. You heard last month from our legislative delegation, we are really now at the board level putting our legislative delegation ask to task. We will meet with the legislative delegation for Palm Beach County to talk with them about some of the things you heard about just last month, about what we need. Always security, always more money for our teachers, always curriculum, safety, so many things that we have to continue to go to Tallahassee to let them know. It truly is all about what happens in the classroom. So we're working on those pieces. And I just want to tell you, we've started the new year off very, very well. Sometimes you hear about a lot of noise out there. Don't pay attention to the noise, as I've told you in the past. Always focus on what is going on in the school centers, in the schools, looking at the principals, looking at the teachers, listening to the parents, and working together. That's what it's all about. So I'm just pleased to always bring greetings on behalf of all of the 7 school board members. They're all great, but I have the lucky pleasure of being your school board member. Any questions?
Thank you for what you do. Do you have some?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Ms. Sanders.
much.
Reports, school liaison reports.
I'll start, and then we can just work our way down.
Perfect. Go ahead.
I am the liaison for Royal Palm Elementary. Principal Getty has shared some calendar items that I thought I would share with everyone today. First off, obviously, we were very excited about the collaboration for the Family Fun Night on October 8th. I was able to share that with the advisory committee earlier in the month, and I hope some of us are planning to attend on Wednesday night. You mentioned the SAC meeting is on the 15th of October. I did see 2 other things on the calendar that I thought were worth sharing. There's a middle school informational night on October 22nd at 6 p.m. And I know we're all looking forward to seeing the photos next month of the Bobcat Trunk or Treat on October 24th at 6 p.m. as well. That's my report.
Thank you.
Hello, I have the honor of working with Dr. Robinson at Royal Palm Beach High School as the liaison, and I had a chance to meet with her, and it was such a pleasant experience. As soon as I walked in there, I was very impressed upon entrance, how she managed the team and the students. And really, all I'm going to share tonight is just the feedback from our conversation that we had. And I just wanted to know about the day-to-day experience and operation that she experienced on a day-to-day basis, and hear some of the feedback from our meeting, right? So, of course, I asked about what is your goal for your school. And, of course, it's an A. Of course, she's going towards that A. But above that, you know, her deep passion is for the well-being of her staff and her student. I mean, that exceeds everything. And I could see that over and over. And as a brand new principal of that school, her greatest interest was to build that rapport with the staff and then the students. She understands that first you have to reach before you can teach. Those children have to want what you're trying to give to them. And I was able to witness how she carries out the activities to make sure that is happening. She has very, very high expectations. And in order for her students to feel safe enough to be transparent with her, because that's so important. They know that they can come without any repercussions. What she does is she's very visible. Instead of being in the office, which I think if I was in her position, you wouldn't see me at all. I'd be all day just trying to get caught up. But again, that's exactly what was so impressive to me, okay? So the students feel very safe to come to her. And basically, when I asked her about her leadership, she said it wasn't her intention in the beginning to be a principal. It really started off as a psychologist and then a teacher. And, others began to inspire her because they saw that leadership and, people have gifts and talents in their careers. And I believe that her gift and her talent is this leadership. So she was inspired. So I like to say that education and leadership chose her rather than that she chose it. And she was so personable. Again, I went in there, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I need to hurry up and just not take more than 1 minute of this lady's time. But, she was so calm. She was so poised. And I felt relaxed, and I was able to ask all my questions. Her passion, of course, again, was just the well-being. And, she's challenged by the lowest 25% and increase in their level of proficiency. So my final question to her, I wanted to know, with all these children, how are you gearing them and helping them to align with purpose rather than just a career? And so what she said, she advised her students, she says, make your gifts and talents your life goal. And if you build it around that, then you will align with your purpose and, of course, along with that, success. And I think that is the secret, right? Just follow your goals, your talents, your gifts, all right? So I was very impressed. She was impressively calm and poised, and I was able to witness her leadership just right there as I was in her office. And she has a great plan for Royal Palm Beach High School. And I believe she's going to get that A. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened this year, right? She's willing to change directions in the middle of going one way. So she'll pivot just to make sure that her teachers and her students feel valued. And again, I want to thank her so much for allowing me to come in and to see the school. You're doing a great job, and I'm so glad that you're in our community. Thank you.
I am the liaison for H.L. Johnson Elementary School. And last Friday, I had the pleasure of being a guest, Dr. Amato's guest, in touring the school. Now, I'd like to echo Mrs. Andrews' statement about it starting with leadership. This lady, if anybody's had the pleasure of meeting and spending 20 minutes with Dr. Amato, they know that she cares and she loves her students. And it shows. Every single classroom that we toured, from VPK all the way to 5th grade, lit up every time she walked in. These children care, love, and feel passionate about her. And that really is that's just the energy. That's the passion that, unfortunately, I didn't really have while growing up, going to school. But my kids get to grow up and see that. I have a 4th grader, and he lights up more when he sees her than when he sees me. And honestly, it really does. It's infectious. Every single classroom lights up when she's there. And I think that's a testament to how much passion she really gives of herself to the school. I'm grateful for her. I'm grateful for all of the principals and all of your tireless efforts. You guys do a lot, so much. Like, you really don't know how much principals really do for our schools. And I sincerely appreciate every effort that you guys put in to making my community much more desirable to live in. You guys really do that. Thank you. God bless you guys. I want to stand up, and I really do want to give you guys an appreciation. Thank you. Dr. Amato, I will be seeing more of you. I believe I'd be judging a trunk or treat or something or other coming up. Mayor Hamara, this is my invitation to you to come and judge with me.
Okay, well, I think Carolyn and I would be delighted to do that. We've done that before.
You haven't done it with me, though.
Going to add a special flair to it.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Thank you. We don't have the student council report. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm the liaison for the Western Academy Charter School, and I had the pleasure of meeting with the principal, Thierry Miller, and assistant principal, Diana. And I really wanted to learn where the charter school fits in to both the village in terms of being one of the schools in the village and the school board. Very succinctly, where they're the same as the other schools in the district is, or in the state really, is that they have to meet the same basic safety and special education requirements. A major area where they're different is that they can choose their own curriculum. But it was interesting to learn that it has to be on a state-approved list of curriculums. And they collaborate with the charter school department at the school district. I was also very interested to learn that they have no entrance requirements. So it's strictly, well, not strictly, it's a random lottery system, but they do have preference given to siblings that are already in the school and children, faculty and staff, and members of their board of directors, and also to children of military parents and those living in Weston area zip codes. They're considered a high-performing school. They're in the top 10% of elementary and middle schools in the state. And at both levels, middle and elementary, they've consistently been rated A schools since the rating system began, and they've been in existence. They enjoy participating in village activities. They participate in Winterfest. They will be participating in the Veterans Day program, the Showcase of Schools, Relay for Life. Their chorus performs in the village elderly homes. And Principal Thierry mentioned that she would welcome collaborating with the other elementary school principals in the district to plan and be included in joint activities with schools in the district. One idea that she had in particular was they operate the Ron Clark house system also, and possibly to have a community-wide house event since, the houses are the same in every school that participates. So I was glad to learn that information.
Thank you all. Statements from the public. Please come up. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Victoria Lafalaise, and I'll be representing the Royal Palm Beach Student Council as the Student Body Vice President. I'm here with a quick update on our student activities and a look ahead. First, a big announcement. Homecoming is on October 25th, and this year's theme is Down the Rabbit Hole, which pulls inspiration from classics like Alice in Wonderland and Coraline. This work is coming together to be a new spin on our typical homecoming tradition, and we hope our student body will enjoy. I also want to highlight a recent success, our Pinktober football game. It was an event that not only boosted school spirit, but also represented our community's support in the fight against breast cancer. A key part of that night was when we served food to our teachers as a small gesture of our appreciation for everything they do. That was just the first of several appreciation and spirit promoting events that we have planned for the year. So when the time comes for these next events, we hope we can count on the continued level of support from this board. Because what's a school without staff and the excitement of our student body? Thank you.
Thank you.
No, we don't. Thank you.
Hello again. My name is Mackenzie Williams. My commentary is targeted towards Ms. Sullivan. I wanted to talk about the scholarship opportunities and everything opening towards Royal Palm Beach. Off of my personal experience, senior year is, well, worse than junior year, worse. But the teachers of Royal Palm Beach, specifically like my history teacher, he has been encouraging a lot of the students, especially to stay on top of their deadlines. He's encouraged us and shown us even how to open our FAFSA, how to get those things started. So even outside of their mandated behaviors, teachers of Royal Palm are pushing their students, at least in their senior-dominated classes, for sure. One more thing that's been helping. Finding out more about these clubs, like a lot of associations such as Suits for Seniors, which has been helping tremendously. And additionally, just the teachers going around and having that welcoming spirit, and they're also very open into sharing their own personal experiences. Such as earlier this year, when we were introduced to our teachers, they all gave their college career and their interest or yes, and all of their background. And it helped me, and it helped me look further more into my college career and my college steps and everything that I want to do towards the future. So teachers are working actively. They are trying things out. So I wanted to give that perspective just in case. Thank you.
Well, thanks for that. It's really interesting. To that, I have two kids in college, so I remember doing all those, helping with all those applications. But just as a reminder, I think our applications open in February? Oh, in December. So only a couple of months away. And I feel like our application is pretty, I'm not going to say easy, but it is definitely achievable, and not long essays, a couple of questions, and showcasing your leadership and academic accolades or achievements. And so I definitely think it's worth applying. And then there's an interview process. All of the applicants, in my experience, come in for an interview. So you get that experience, and then we award the scholarships in May, I believe, at the council meeting. So look for more information on your marquee. But thanks for sharing.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the Education Advisory Board for September 8th, 2025?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Motion passes. Any old business? New business?
I do want to make one comment before, well, actually two comments. First of all, as far as the Youth Civics Leadership Program is concerned, not only will you all get a cord at graduation according to Dr. Robinson, but I'm going to get enough of these bumper stickers so that you too can have a bumper sticker that says, "My village, I'm part of it, I'm proud of it." So I will guarantee that I will bring it to graduation with me, a whole bunch of them, okay? And then the other thing is, and I ask that I be reminded of this because I missed it earlier today. So my birthday is 2 days from now, but 1 day from now is our 56th anniversary, our wedding anniversary. So please applaud my wife for putting up with me for all those years. I really do appreciate the attention we got this morning. That was delightful, and it is part of feeling a part of the schools. That's part of what these ideas are about, is to get the community connected deeper with a better understanding by being there. And I'm proud of our Education Advisory Board. You heard them do reports tonight. They're into it. They're looking at the schools. And I remember a principal, a couple of high school principals ago, who said something, and I'm sure he stole it from somebody, but it was along the lines of, you know, you can always be better, you can always improve. Continuous improvement is really kind of recognizing that we're better today than we were yesterday, and we're going to be better tomorrow than we are today. And so while we are cheering you on, know that we will also ask you about things that we think maybe just might be able to be a little bit improved. So it's a team effort, it's a village effort, and I want to thank you all for all the great stuff you do. So thank you, especially for the chance to remind everybody about our anniversary.
And congratulations, both of you. Congratulations. Students, I just want to remind you to sign in. Make sure you please sign in at the back, the 2 sign-in sheets. Our next meeting is Monday, November 10th, 2025. Presentation by Principal Tracy Getty of Royal Palm Beach Elementary School. Thank you all very much. Have a good night. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
We're adjourned.